The last time I was here on this Follinger auditorium stage was on Tuesday. It was a Tuesday night on October 5th of 2021. For some reason, I had signed up for the annual Homecoming Talent Show, and my brilliant idea was to do stand-up comedy, something I had never really done before. But if my idea wasn't already brilliant enough, I told myself I would do it completely unprepared. I would simply get up there and do it. You could say the whole thing was quite uncertain. But the night reminded me of an important lesson that I want to convey to you today. The future is and will always be uncertain. Not just today, not just yesterday, not just in the future, but always. It doesn't matter if you were a student with a perfect GPA or if you barely scraped by. It doesn't matter if you did internships or even held leadership roles. The fact is, you cannot fully prepare for what's to come because the future will always be unpredictable. But remember, no matter how uncertain and confusing our times might be, life will continue. Life will go on. And so will we. We must continue. We must go on. So as I was telling you, I'm on the stage for the talent show, and I go and deliver my first joke. And I really thought everyone was going to burst out laughing. And so I say my first joke, and I heard some awkward chuckles, clearly aimed more at me than the punchline. And that's what I remember thinking, oh boy, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought. But I told myself, no matter what, I needed to power through. I needed to continue. So I kept going, and I started riffing about a bunch of different stories, bringing up random topics like philosophy and physics and psychology. And I didn't really know where I was going with it, but I kept going. And I just put one foot in front of the other because I knew that the only way out was through. I was all in, and I had to remain consistent. And there goes my second message that I would like to convey to you today, which is consistency. The future might be uncertain, but in consistency, you will find certainty. It will provide meaning to your actions, and the fog of the future will lift itself. You need to continue moving forward, and that's what I did that Tuesday night at the talent show. Believe it or not, I was up there for 10 to 15 minutes. I don't know how, but 15 minutes, I was there just telling random stories. But, I've told you about the talent show, but I never told you why I did it. You may be wondering, why on earth would you do something like that? So I'll tell you what. So life, is really a story. You may not think about it that way, but it really is. Your life is a story with challenges and successes, risks, heartbreaks, love stories, heroes and villains. Everything and everyone has a story. So, if life is a story, why do something we don't love? Why ignore whatever makes you feel fully alive? Your life is a story, and I want you to please remember that you're also the author of that story. And I don't know about you, okay? But in the future, when I'm writing my story in a book or telling my story to my grandkids when I'm 90, I want to maximize how interesting it is. No one likes boring stories. And let me tell you, right? So this isn't just vanity or because, how interesting something is a sign from deep within yourself. And when faced with that choice, remember to choose whatever makes the most interesting story. That way, you will intuitively know when something is part of your story or not. So that's why I decided to sign up for the talent show. Not because I thought I would be a great comedian, but because I felt it. I felt somewhere within me that it would teach me something. I didn't know what it was or why, but I listened to my intuition. And sure, it was an interesting story to have lived. And who knows, maybe my spectacularly bad set helped me prepare to stand here today and share this message with all of you. So as you graduate and step into the beautiful uncertainty ahead, remember to stay consistent. Let curiosity be your guide and write yourself into interesting stories you can live. Because remember that one step at a time, the path will reveal itself. Thank you.